NFT.
colors like.
It's a beautiful, nice, perfect gray screen, and it sold for 1.36 million US dollars.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of projects.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, genius, sir.
All right, so let's
All right.
get more into it. Yeah, notes. Yeah, you guys can come in.
Right, so let's go on to this. All right, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, are digital assets such as collectibles, gaming, art, and virtual assets that are exchanged over blockchain platforms such as Ethereum, OpenSea, Rarible, Axie Marketplace, or NBA Top Shot Marketplace. These will be sold using Ethereum or Solana or Rari, or depending on which marketplace you're on. So you don't have to use Ethereum because there's other ways around it. Ethereum is actually the most expensive one to buy the NFT with, so you should always see if you could get your purchase cheaper, because there's a lot of ways of getting things done.
Yep, like we said last class, Polygon, for example, their ecosystem is big into NFTs. They're built on top of Ethereum to make it less expensive, quicker, more fun, easy to use. As well as Tron even has their own NFT ecosystem. On top of that, too, what's the other one too? But like I said, Solana, Polygon, these are some big taking waves with NFTs.
Yep. So yeah, so you got the NBA Top Shot Marketplace, and they come with their digital signature that designates ownership of the asset, like I said in the video. Thanks to the growing popularity of NFTs, creators, businesses, and celebrities now buy and sell NFTs in a bid to explore ways to commercialize their brand and generate revenues through NFT collections. A lot of crypto is community driven. If it wasn't for the community, I don't even think crypto would exist. Like it was built on it. So anything that has a huge community will blow up overnight. So if you look over here, we're on coin 360, and where was it? So if you look here, we got the size of Bitcoin versus the market, size of Ethereum versus the market, and then you have all the other coins. If you look deep in here, you got Sand. Sand's been around for like, I believe, 2.5 to 3 years. Ape's been around for not even 2.5 to 3 weeks. But because of all the celebrity influence on Bored Ape Yacht Club and other NFT projects and influencers, you got the same size as a coin that's been around for 3 years and has people actually making money on the game. Like this game is not a joke, and this came just right next to it, like within a day. It's almost like Shiba. Shiba came out of nowhere with the size of just came up to such a big size. It's bigger than both of them together.
Yep. Again, this is still
it's all community
to an extent. These are popular tokens, but
it's all community driven. If the Shiba's community is bigger than both these together.
Yep. So if the community is big enough, it can drive a coin to be adopted onto other major exchanges, platforms, very quickly, and they can rank up within their own ecosystem or in overall crypto tokens in general. Right? So it's very interesting to see how these projects grow. Mike's definitely seen quite a few of them over the years.
I think it's because Ape they sold once they got to their high and it crashed. And I think that's the only reason why it didn't get to this size.
Yeah, well, it's still,
the community decided they wanted to let it go once it did its first pump. Well,
it was double what it was maybe. Also take a moment to loop in Megan. So hi Megan, glad you can make it. We're just doing a class, our last class, unfortunately, on NFTs. So if you have any questions, hop in whenever. Just kind of explaining communities and how these NFTs get created more or less. So,
yeah, if you guys use this this browser, Brave, they'll actually give you crypto for using the browser. I think my wallet might be here. Okay, so look, I got $11.17 just for using this browser, and I don't use it too often. I'm usually using.
Pretty good. Someone like me should be on that. I'd be
Yeah, I don't use my computer as often as my phone. And I use this browser when I'm on my computer because this one lets me.
Again, it's you don't see Google Chrome offering you $11.
Oh, quite.
US. So yeah, you can play them.
Oops, I didn't even. I X'd them. What was it? Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Megan, I did see you go green. If you do have a question, you can always unmute yourself. But more than welcome. I guess we'll keep going.
Yeah, they keep the ad revenue, and give it back to you. They don't.
They allow you to share, I guess, in some of their ad revenue.
Yes.
So let's go to slides, I guess.
Okay.
Keep going through.
All right. All right. How do non-fungible tokens work? Essentially, a non-fungible token transforms a digital work of art and other collectibles into a one-of-a-kind, verifiable digital asset that can be traded on the NFT market or NFT blockchain technology. Many NFTs come with their own unique information, including ownership and transaction details stored under its smart contract. NFT creators can also add details to their NFTs, such as the creator's identity, secure links to files, and more during transactions. Different types of NFTs. We got art. Art is the most popular form of NFT out there. We also have music, high on the NFT spectrum. Video game items, like you got characters in sand and stuff. You got trading cards, collectible items. You got big sports moments, memes, domain names, virtual fashion, proof of ownership, physical assets, login information. Like, to be honest, if you name it, they made an NFT of it. Like, almost. It's really getting there. Like, Mercedes has NFTs. There's like these dolls called the Brats from when we were like little kids. I don't know if you remember these from way back. They have NFTs, like you name it. There's NFTs on it. It's really starting to blow up.
Well, let's stay with that a bit too, I guess. So a lot of things can be made. What's interesting enough with this is you're the owner of the NFT. So you can own, let's say, a poster of your favorite musician, what have you. You own that physical poster. However, you don't have the intellectual property, real ownership of that poster. So something like this, included in the contract, the NFT contract, it's not only a digital item, digital good or what have you, but it's also your sort of proof of ownership in terms of you not only own that asset, but you own the rights to it. So we'll get into that a bit later, but this can also have some real world benefits as well too. So going through the list of it too, we've seen art does appear to be the one that took off the most in terms of popular NFTs that took place. Like we touched on, that first kitty cat was not only a digital art clip, a GIF or what have you, but it was also a meme too. So you can have a combination of some of these items too. Virtual fashion, which is pretty, I don't know if you're able to pull up something really quick with that. Some AR, like the AR sneakers or what have you. And
I had like a little video that
so if you can pull up quick.
I'm just gonna skip through it. So it's
that's the crazy sort of the end of things is you know, kids are always on their phones as it is nowadays, but if you include the augmented reality into that aspect, they'll have, you know, phones out with their cameras, and they'll be able to pick up you know, digified sneakers or what have you. Oh, that one.
I'm Imran Ahmed. I first started.
Sorry, I just wanted to find the spot. What the hell did I do? Sorry, guys.
like trying to make sense of the fashion business 15 years ago, as it was being transformed by technology, globalization, and shifting consumer values. Now I'm on a journey to see how fashion is recalibrating amid the pandemic to balance profit with purpose. This is the Business of Fashion show. Join me to see how fashion shapes business, culture, and
I just want to get into
forging fashion's future. As the world stayed home during the pandemic, there was still somewhat easy. And being a first mover has its advantages.
This one is more augmented reality though.
Benoit and his co-founders raised an $8 million funding round led by only attracts a niche crowd. How long will it take before the full vision becomes reality?
So here would be some, you know what I mean? NFT clothing.
NFTs clothing store.
And it's somewhere like it's actually a not physical but a physical place in the metaverse, what I would say. Like you could travel and say, hey, meet me here, and you could all be there at the store looking at the clothes you're gonna buy, just like in
the
real
same
life.
way you could text a location to your friends for a real life meetup. You can do the exact same thing for a virtual meetup. Only they're more or less like they already do within those video game lobbies.
Yeah, just like exactly.
So I don't know if there's anything else you want to share with that.
No, that's pretty much it.
Go back. There was one on NFT sneakers. Just so
back here, the sneaker.
Just go on another video that shows just that. Yeah.
Advantages. In April 2021, Benoit and his co-founders raised an $8 million funding round led by Andreessen Horowitz, one of Silicon Valley's most storied venture capital firms. Tell me a little bit about the reaction from investors. Silicon Valley does not have a reputation for understanding.
So a lot of these bigger firms that have track record, I would imagine, for some of this technology, augmented reality, they have enough team, they get bought up by other companies for marketing purposes.
Oops.
So I don't know if there's anything else from this you want to go through.
I just want to see this chart. What's this? Oh, okay. So, yep, a lot of these NFTs the clothing will be used in some games though. So that's what's driving the market at the moment. I don't think we're there yet for just a normal walking around, you know? Okay. All right, so we'll continue. Pros of NFTs. So
Nike bought that company though. So they bought them for $8 million. It's probably a steal.
The NFT sneaker company?
Yeah, we just saw.
Wow. Yeah, that's probably a steal for both sides, maybe. You know. So, all right, pros of NFTs: cost and time friendly. NFTs can be made with relative ease, and valuations are straightforward thanks to the existing NFT marketplaces that make it cheap to mint, sell, price, and bid for NFTs. Boost engagement. NFTs, besides being more than a collectible or piece of art, can be used by businesses to boost brand recognition by connecting better with customers and fans by offering them access to exclusive offers and the opportunity to earn rewards. Customer relationship management. Unlike physical goods, NFTs are trackable and help to identify the owners, helping business glean valuable insights to their owners. These come in handy for segmentation and engagement strategies for their brands. In addition, they offer a nifty gateway to target tech-savvy clients. Potential revenue streams. Because NFTs are driven by digital scarcity, creators can sell these exclusive, limited digital assets that can fetch them a tidy sum. Any questions? Okay. Physical assets still reign.
So these are the cons.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the cons of NFT. Physical assets still reign supreme. As much as owning NFTs is enticing, The NFT remains a digital asset that pales in comparison to one-of-a-kind physical assets, like painting or sculpture. Environmental impact. I think this is the biggest one. Minting and transactions of NFTs come with a significant commuting process requiring massive amounts of energy. Compared to like a piece of like art, like an original piece of art made with paint, it is so much more energy.
Yep.
Price volatility. Prices for digital collectibles are subject to volatility, opening risks of losing money from the investment of NFTs and hurting your personal finance. We'll send this in the chat.
Oh yeah, so yeah, we'll include this follow-up email of it.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to.
Oh, I'm not logged in. I don't know why.
Well, this is streaming. Anyone have any questions just about pros, cons of NFTs? Yeah, we're happy. Perfect. One thing I did like is because, again, going back to the fact that NFT is not only your ownership of the digital asset, but in the contract, everything's there. You know who your client could be just because of all the information of the ownership. So for doing the analytics, which is everything that's needed nowadays, everything's digital, right? This is valuable stuff that you're getting essentially for free. It's coming with the purchase of your items. So if you guys have ever been to a grocery store or a clothing store or what have you, where they ask, oh, would you like to join our whatever program? Give us your email, give us a phone number, give us some piece of contact, some piece of data. In this with NFT, it's already bundled in with the contract of ownership of the said NFT. So the seller or the company selling NFT gets all their metrics included with the sale right there, right away. You can also sort of track and do your own little due diligence, see who the owners of a project are. So again, that's really, I think, the good thing on the benefit side. Obviously, cons, as Mike said, the environment. It's like anything crypto, essentially. Environment's always a big issue. So if no one has any questions, we'll move on, I guess, to some of the biggest websites, two of them, where to buy and sell NFTs. Load up the OpenSea one. Yeah, OpenSea, wow, it has the Bored Apes on it too. So this, I guess this platform is known for having the big NFTs.
Made all their money on it.
Digital goods that are uniquely identifiable, authenticated through the blockchain, scarce, but perhaps most importantly of all, tradable. In 2017, the launch of CryptoKitties gave birth to NFTs, and whilst they were a bit of a novelty, it changed the way in which we interact with digital items. It's changed quite dramatically over the last 4 years, as we now see digital artwork, videos, and virtual real estate change hands for hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions. Think CryptoPunks, the Bored Ape Yacht Club, People. These names are now synonymous with some of the most expensive digital artwork. And in today's video, we're exploring the world's first and largest marketplace for NFTs, OpenSea. Perhaps well-timed or well-executed, OpenSea is now the major marketplace for buying, selling, and exchanging NFTs. And in August alone, OpenSea recorded $3.3 billion in digital merchandise transaction volumes on Ethereum, more than 10 times what was sold in July, and the growth has been insane. But what is OpenSea? How does OpenSea make money? And how did OpenSea become the NFT marketplace? Here's how it happened. Unlike physical goods, NFTs are armed with the programmability of digital assets, which can then be exchanged on OpenSea. But what is OpenSea? OpenSea is the largest general marketplace for user-owned digital items, supporting multiple blockchains with the broadest set of categories and the best prices for new emerging asset classes. People can buy or sell NFTs on the platform, with OpenSea making their money through a 2.5% fee on the sale price, which they regard as one of the lowest in the industry without any buyer's fees. OpenSea was founded in 2018 by Alex Atala and Devin Finzer, who took inspiration from CryptoKitties' success on the market. The pair spent time on Discord servers, chatting to users, and launched a beta version of OpenSea in December 2017, with the duo believing they could create an Amazon or an eBay
to all of these new NFTs. They enrolled in Y Combinator's Startup Accelerator program and founded OpenSea.io together. Following the initial $120,000 investment from Y Combinator, OpenSea have raised an impressive $130 million since then, with Andreessen Horowitz investing heavily, and there's been interest from well-known celebrities like Tim Ferriss, Ashton Kutcher, and Mark Cuban too. OpenSea now has a valuation of $1.5 billion. They plan to use this new capital to scale the platform, hiring engineering talent, cross-blockchain support, and expanding to new markets. OpenSea now supports multiple blockchains, such as Polygon and Ethereum, and will announce support for Flow and Tezos in the near future, having previously been restricted to Ethereum, which uses a lot of computing power and wasted energy. Polygon stops insanely high transaction fees related to computer usage in a bid to make the marketplace more accessible. The mission behind the platform stems from new economies that may arise from cryptocurrencies. Part of that allows for a minimal trust operation, as the buyers and sellers don't have to trust that the other party will behave themselves. That's because the transactions rely on technology and smart contracts, not reputation or third parties. Their atomic transaction system means that either the whole deal happens or it doesn't. Unlike with eBay, where the buyer has to pay the seller before they ship the goods, if the deal goes sour for any reason, it's like it never happened, and neither person is left in the mud. To accomplish this, OpenSea uses the Wyvern protocol, a suite of smart contracts that are audited and tested in the real world. It allows users to swap state changes like NFT ownership state or crypto ownership state, allowing the seller to transfer the NFT to the buyer instantly. The CEO, Devin Finzer, believes that we're experiencing one of the biggest fundamental changes in the internet economy, and he's proud to be leading it for a while. OpenSea are processing billions of dollars of transactions per month on their marketplace, and big social media names like Gary Vee and Logan Paul are continuing to push the NFT message, only attracting more support to the marketplace. Not only that, but the increased demand and attention drives up the prices of Ethereum and Solana. At the end of the day, Finzer and Atala have created the first and largest NFT marketplace, and their success will be determined by this demand. But even so, they take a slice of every transaction that takes place. What do you think of OpenSea? What do you think of NFTs? Do you own them? Do you think they're smart? Or do you think they're stupid? Let us know in the comments below. And thanks for watching.
Alright, that was really cool. I like that Logan Paul Pokemon card.
I'll get into that a little bit. So
He must have made a lot of money